Hey, this is Chris from Bearish.
And this is Steve.
And we actually have a very exciting video today that we kind of got in the works. And it finally released. Saint Hung and Ada from Fabled Hunters actually checked out our cases. And we told them straight out, we said, listen, we just want your honest opinion about everything. We already did preview the video. We watched the whole thing. There's some things that we do want to comment on, but overall, a success.
I think it was a very good success.
But the one thing I'm going to say is we're going to get into the feature production. We're going to bring it up here soon. But at the end of the video, we're going to talk about what is to come with Bearish and what our next steps are, especially in when it comes to what we see in the video.
Yeah, and also there's a lot of updates coming down the pike, like he's saying, that's been a long time coming. A lot of things have been in the works on our end. In fact, we're even down to making T-shirts for ourselves just so we have something that looks a little more presentable than Bob Ross here. No mistakes, just happy accidents. Even though we endearingly love Bob Ross. Yeah, I mean, and you know what? This is actually a pretty good shirt to wear during this video because you guys are going to see this in a moment. So please, if you guys aren't already subscribed to Fabled Hunters, please go over there and hit that subscribe button. They got great content all the time. They're opening up packs. They're obviously very involved with the community. You see Saint out at the calling and things like that. So yeah, give them some love. And
they're critical. The best part I think about Saint and Ada is that they hold businesses to high standards.
You know what? Ada's critical. Let's be honest. Yeah. Sorry, Saint. You could have been harder. No,
exactly.
Ada with the voice of reason here. Let's get into this.
Oh, I do want to say one thing about it. What she says during this video that I do want to point out is that all the main concerns that our customers had when we were actually making the cases, when we were doing the designs of the cases, she actually voices those concerns. And it's really cool to see it because she does it live. She's never seen a Bearish case before.
Yep.
And as they open it up, it's really refreshing to see her voice the exact same concerns our customers have. And we were able to answer it for them. And here we are. We're going to answer them live for you guys again. So
yeah, so here we go.
Bearish Books. They're another company doing the acrylic boxes. We'll do a little acrylic box face-off, right? I've never seen their product, so, and Ada, I don't even think you knew about this, right?
No.
So Ada, we'll need your
that's
let's just be
the river
objective here. No matter what, we appreciate
a few fishes and
the,
stuff
the owners of Bearish Books for getting us this trial product. Wow.
The best part is it survived the
three.
shipping.
it did survive the shipping. We packed them.
3 boxes. Oh my. Let's take a look. Do you want to go big to small or small to big?
We'll go open this one here. Oh.
There we go. This is our base set booster case here.
Base set. This is exactly
It does have their
And
logo
that little
on it.
thing right there he has in his hand, that yellow sticker, that's the little adhesive circle that you can put over the end of the sliding pane so it doesn't come off. Just something that we wanted to add.
A little extra.
Yeah, like sometimes people don't want that to slide, so they'll put a piece of Scotch tape on it. We just figured, why don't we just include a circle?
Yeah, just a courtesy.
Okay, so this is the Bearish.
I like what she says here.
The bottom's a little different.
Yeah, it's a little different. Okay.
Listen to what she says about the
So
the
what do you
logo.
think so far about the logo versus that?
I mean, I wouldn't want it. If it was for me, I wouldn't want to. I mean, you could use the bottom, I guess.
Yeah?
I mean, you see the bottom on this one. I don't know where you got
It's
this from.
completely
but
clear.
Yup.
Okay.
there's.
She's hitting the nail on the head. She said you can look at the bottom on this one, and she talks about how it's clear. But when you look at the bottom of any Legend Story Studios Flesh and Blood box,
Flip it around.
there ain't nothing. There's nothing going on.
Yeah, there's nothing going on.
There's
There's
nothing
a
going on.
UPC and there's a little bit of informational text here, and it's very good critique. It's something that we that when we first went into this, that we're like, you know what, we always endearingly call it the bottom is for the boys.
Yes,
That's
we
what
do.
yeah, we say the bottom is for the boys, and that's just to represent and show off the logo in case somebody flips upside down.
Because we're proud of it. And
Yeah.
that's what we wanted to do. Like, when it came to our cases, we wanted some way to easily distinguish that these are Bearish cases.
And realize just real quick, none of this that we're saying to you is an excuse. This is all very good criticism, and this is our response to that criticism. And in fact, and she's not wrong in saying what she's saying. Another thing, and you'll hear her say this, is that she doesn't exactly know where the placement of how it fits in the box, like how the box would fit into our case. So she's thinking, is it on the front? Is it on the back? What is the B covering up? And I'm glad that Saint was here to show, because he's the one that obviously put the boxes in the other cases that they have and knows how to properly load our cases with the boxes of flesh and blood. It's very important to distinguish that in this.
Right.
So,
and well, the thing about it is too that I also like to add is that we decided. See, we assumed. And that's not fair to our customers or
Correct.
anybody else. And it was a big lesson for us, especially going into production with our first cases. And this will be corrected in future iterations of these designs
Correct.
and all of our other products. They're all going to get instructions.
all of them.
All of them. So, like, we've actually had customers that say, I really like the quality of your case. In fact, we have not had one person reach out and say, your cases are shit.
That's
if I
true.
can just be straight about it. That's what everybody has loved our cases, but they said, what is this big B doing on top? And we've had to email quite a few people. I know that some of you guys are probably listening
We're
to
not
this
gonna
being
call
like,
you out.
we're not calling anybody out. But you're probably listening to this thinking, was I the only one? No.
Yeah.
There was a good handful of people that reached out and said, what is this big B doing on the top of my
Right.
box? It's kind of intrusive.
Yeah.
The truth is, it's flipped upside down, and you'll see it. Saint takes care of it here.
Yep.
And I also want to add one more thing before they jump into this, is that they are using an unsealed box, an empty box of Arcane Rising. Our boxes are made to fit sealed product. Like when
And it doesn't look bad with an
It doesn't
unsealed
look
product.
bad.
Yeah, like you can do that just to save stuff and and preserve it for a long time. People do it with Pokemon boxes and base set boxes, and that's a big deal. Like we actually have from our childhood a Jungle First Edition box. It's unsealed, but guess what? It's a $180 box, an empty box.
Yep.
So these things in time, they might be worth something, but at the very least, this is an experience that somebody had. They open up their box, they want to keep that first edition box in good condition, and this is another solution for it. And again, this is going to be the best fit for that, probably. I would have to, at least in my opinion, I think it would be the best clarity at least. So let's go into this. Let's go into this and see.
Okay. I think this is.
I think it's meant to be the
top-loaded.
back.
You think so?
Yeah. Because you don't want the logo to be covering the front of the box, no?
You absolutely don't need it.
100%.
Let's take a
This
look.
is the back.
Let's take a quick look.
And there's the competitor on the side.
Yeah, that's graded power on the other
For
side.
this one, this is the back.
That's the back.
And then that's.
So that's the bottom.
Yep.
That's what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
And it's actually top loading, top to bottom loading.
Yep,
That's
there you go.
exactly how it
Material's
goes.
thinner. A little thinner.
A little thinner, yeah. I don't
Saint, we're going to use this as a
necessarily think that's
tutorial.
bad thing.
We're just going to put your video out there as a tutorial.
Yeah, this is lighter. This is thicker acrylic, so this is slightly more sturdy, but this is very chic as well. It takes up less space, right? You want to show the viewers? Let's put this aside. That's bearish.
So there it was on the bottom. You got a little flash of that it doesn't actually cover up any of the text or the UPC. I got to say that this actually kind of happened by accident. That is what our intention was at the beginning, was to not cover up any of the text. But it just so happened that the sizing that we chose is just perfect for the barcode display and all the text above. It's a little bit there at the top that it covers up. It's not too bad. But again, bottoms for the boys. And you can see the presentation of this Monarch box here.
This box is not going to sit on your shelf like this.
No, it's not.
It's not intended to sit on your shelf like that.
Right.
We like this or like this, whichever way fits your fancy. But if you like the B and you want to display this, it's your box.
Yeah. Hey, represent. I'm telling you. But hey, another thing real quick, and this is no slight to graded power, but I'm actually very, very satisfied with our clarity on our boxes. They bring up a good point about how thin it was. We actually have, instead of like glued together, ours are welded together, our boxes. It's a different type of, it could be the same type of process, but we actually got some prototypes back from China, from our new supplier, that we were trying out. We weren't happy with the quality, but you could open up the box and physically, I would say physically, you can't see it, but you could smell the glue coming off of the box. So the other supplier that have done this for us, the manufacturer, and we're very happy with the product. I'd like
for our
to,
mass run.
For our mass
This is the
run.
ones that we have on here
Yeah,
to sell.
this is the production run, what you're seeing here. This is what you guys are going to be receiving when you order from us. No scent at all. Those are welded. Those joints are very, very clear. They're so there's no like waves or anything in it like you would see with a glued together panel. They really did a good job. But in any case, let's roll back into it. I'll give you 10 seconds back.
You want to show the viewers? Let's put this aside.
Very happy with the
Bearish.
clarity though.
Yeah, it's very, very thin. Nice. This one takes up more space, like top
Yeah, look
bottom.
at the
See,
difference there.
It's thicker over here.
Bottom lip, all that
It's
stuff.
thicker plastic itself. Left, right is about the same, right? About the same size. But the height there's that little bit of a difference.
Yeah. And one other small thing here, hate to pause again, but the difference between like the height, like how much space you have within this box compared to this, it's exactly what we were going for. So there is quite a bit of difference between the
fit of the case,
the fit of the case, the fit of the box and the case, and spacing. So we're actually really happy with the results here.
Hey,
Yeah.
what do you think, Ada?
It's good.
Yeah, I would say that, you know, it's a
I don't have a
comparable product.
preference.
Yeah, there wouldn't be a preference. It's a solid contender. So if you guys like the design, you want something a little lighter, not too bulky, then check out their acrylic from Bearish.
Looks
So
great.
That's
Looks
the
great.
box acrylic. Let's see what else.
Rate of
You
power
wanna do
looks good
medium?
too. It's just more acrylic.
Just gotta be
They use
gentle
more
with it.
acrylic for their panels.
and I think that you can
this
definitely see
they don't
it
have.
in the light.
Yeah.
Can you guess what this
The
is
light
for?
refracts off it.
For the new
Yeah, there we go.
No.
booster.
Yeah.
This is what started Bear's cases right
Yeah,
here.
this is exactly what
Remember,
started.
it's only 10
That's
cards.
SKU number 1, guys.
So this, I guess, is the same idea. It's specifically for Crucible of War.
Yeah.
It's smaller. I'm gonna have to try Crew Box, but yeah, appreciate it.
It's so
What else
humbling
do
to
we
see
have
this. I'm
here?
just gonna say it straight out.
Booster
Yeah.
pack acrylic case.
Booster pack case.
Oh, it came with a
There
pack.
it is, folks.
Really?
Oh, so here.
Really?
Oh, this is worse.
Yeah, this is the train wreck.
Look, there's something here. What is it?
We have a lot to say about this.
I'm not gonna break it. I know what I'm doing, Ava. I always know what I'm doing.
I love that. I know what I'm doing.
It's the best.
I think. Uh-oh. Yeah, this is not that easy to understand.
That is not what you're, ladies and gentlemen. That is not what you're supposed to do.
Please do not take a razor blade
Oh,
to
there we
these.
go. The quality was
Oh,
faded a little bit.
yeah. Please do not take a razor blade to your case.
No, these are definitely prototypes. Let's roll back into it real quick. We'll watch the rest of.
Oh, okay. You
Saint
want to do that?
Beta.
Okay, we'll
yeah,
do that.
and then we'll switch back over and talk about the things. Just
Okay.
go ahead and watch
Yeah,
the
we'll-
disaster.
yeah.
First product,
We gotta
hey,
do
we
it.
appreciate it no matter what.
God bless
We're
this
trying
man.
out your product, Bearish. But look,
Do
this
not
is as
do
far
this
as
with
I
your
got.
case.
Oh
Did we just break something?
You will
Yeah,
break
you
your
just broke
case,
it.
as
Just
seen here.
broke it.
Saint,
It's
we'll
supposed
send
to
you
snap
another one.
together, but
Yeah.
I think
Oh my god.
this piece
You
was
try
just too
again.
secure. It's too tight, and it just didn't work out. I think you're supposed to. When I think about it, I think you're supposed to move these two pieces over, and then it's supposed to come up, and that's what's supposed to happen.
If he's referring to the
At
tab,
least you know how to open a booster pack.
Yeah.
Let's open up a booster pack. Let's
Okay, well let's pause this. You can see what he opens up on his
Yeah.
channel. We don't have to spoil that for you guys. So at this point in time, we're gonna go to a top-down view. I just want to show this really quickly. Chris, you're cut off. I don't know if we can get you in here or not.
that's fine.
But in any case, so in any case, I always say in any case, and it's just like, oh, it's the worst pun in the world because we're dealing with acrylic cases. So in any case, here's a first edition Crucible of War pack, and it's in one of our prototype cases. Now
I
the
gotta
first,
highlight that it is a prototype.
yes, this is a prototype.
We
case.
are not even going with this supplier anymore.
No.
We are researching a supplier right now in the States, and in fact, we're probably going to go into production next week with these. We have it's fully redesigned. Go ahead, bro. Show them how this works.
So, but still the same function as what this is. There's 2 tabs on this, and we showed this in a video before. No issue to show this again. There's a tab here on the. Let me just see. The camera's a little bit off from last time I used this. So there's a little tab here on the. There it is on the pack case on this side, and there's a tab on this side as well. And you access these on the flat of the cradle.
The narrow side.
On the narrow side, and you just pull this up here on this side. It's very simple, and then on this side you do the same. Now this is the one that becomes the bugaboo because there's actually a lot of force happening on this acrylic right now, and it may take your fingernail with you, but I'm going to try to pop this. There it is. Okay, and so these are going to pop, and then you just slide this case open just like that.
There you go.
So and then that's how you access it. If again, there's no reason to take any type of tools to this in any type of way. Like up front here, this is the hinge panel to this. There will be instructions with this. Realize that, because we can see just off of just putting it into somebody's hands without direction, that's exactly what happens. So we learned a lot off of this.
Yes.
But we're going to snap this shut here, and we're so glad that Saint did this too, to show us what we have to do to make this better for you guys when you experience this. You can also take a small screwdriver, and you can do the same here. So I'm just going to Let me see here. I'm just going to pop this out here. It should just slide right down, just like so. I'm going to do this with the other side. And it might tell me. We'll see here. But nope, both sides popped up there. And you just slide that open. Very easy. No issue with the your fingernails or anything like that. It pops right open. So hopefully that was just a little bit of an education there. Again, we're trying to find ways of making this maybe a little bit easier to open. But at the same point in time, what we're really worried about is the fact that we want to make this tamper resistant. We want to make this as tamper proof as possible. So the fact that these teeth hold very tightly, it's
important.
It's important. We don't want you to drop this or to have a problem where, you know, this is going through shipping or something like that. Like maybe you want to ship this Crucible War case, maybe something more valuable. Maybe you want to do an old magic pack or something like that. We really want to make sure that this stays shut in shipping. That's a really big selling point to this. You can take these cases, put them right back in the box they came with, and send them on their way, and then somebody gets a really nice presentation along with a high-value pack. So those are the things that we have in mind with this. Anything to add to that?
I think we're going into the second part of our video here.
Yeah.
Which is sort of like the future of where we're going with this stuff. And we knew that this was going to be the great transition here when we saw the disaster that happened on Fabled Hunters. And, you know, when we first watched it, we were out in my brother's living room, and we all, both together, just was like, no, like we started freaking out.
Yeah.
Like, it was so funny. And when we saw it break, we were like, holy hell, like, what do we do next? But the best part is it really, like Steven says, it opens up the ideas of what we need to do to make sure that our customers are fully educated on how to use our packs.
Correct.
This is new. There's nothing like this on the market.
Nothing at all.
The patent is pending. It will be done here very shortly. And so when you have something new like that and you put it into somebody's hands, you have to tell them how to use it. So the best part about it is that the final design of this will have more rounded edges. We're hoping
Bring it over here a little bit.
Okay, so the edges, the whole way around this will be rounded. It will not be as sharp as what it is now, so the presentation will be better there. And then at the tabs, we definitely want to make sure that these tabs down here at the bottom are a little bit easier to open without compromising that tamper resistance. Because the thing about acrylic is it can be finicky. It can be finicky. But if it's done right, you can have a great product. And we do not want these tabs coming out. Like if we reduce the sizes of the teeth or anything like that, this would have the good potential of popping open. And we do not want that, you know.
Yeah.
So that's the kind of stuff that we got to think about. And making sure we bring a good product to market.
Yeah, even like down to these other prototypes we have here. This was another failed product of ours, and all you need to do is just push up. Like I didn't even do anything there, and it just popped right up.
Yeah,
so this was actually one of the defects that was given to us over in China. It just wasn't up to our standard, and even though it seems like, oh, you know, it holds shut. You could see it holds shut. We don't want a high value pack in something like this. We want to make sure. Yeah, like look,
we want to make sure it holds.
It just popped right open. Yeah, we want to make sure it holds. So yeah,
Absolutely.
other than that,
I can't think of much anything else. I mean, we have the big thing is the U.S. supplier.
yep,
That's going to be a big deal. That's
Yes.
that's going to be something that
huge.
It's hard because, you know, when you're transitioning from such a good product, we're very proud of our Bearish cases that we've had manufactured over in China, the supplier that we were going through. But the thing about it is we want to make sure that we match that quality, if not exceed it. So when it comes to that kind of stuff, you got to really take your time and do your due diligence to find a great supplier. So we're going through that process right now. We do believe that we have somebody right now that is going to be able to handle that. They are the ones that are handling our pack cases right now. So as soon as they get done with the pack cases, we're going to make sure that they get our new designs in their hands with the box cases. Also on top of that, this is a good transition for this, is that this right here may look like just your run-of-the-mill WTR unlimited box.
And it is.
And it is. But this is, if you flip it on the back, in the small print right here, it says Made in Japan. Now, I just got done releasing a big post on Bearish's Facebook and also on bearishbooks.com that highlights all this stuff, but I'm going to go over it with you right now. And we actually got a response back directly from James White. Now, because it says in the email you can't share the text and stuff like that, I can just pretty much share the body of it. And it is confirmed that Made in Japan unlimited base set booster boxes do not fit our cases. You must know this. So if you have, say that you wanted to display one of these unlimited booster boxes, you have to make sure on the back it says made in Belgium and not made in Japan.
And if you want better clarity on that, please go to bearishbooks.com. It should be the main post there. If you watch this video in a year or two from now, just make sure that you go back through our blogs, because we're not going to remove those.
Well, and then on top of that, too, in a year from now, this is the next piece I was going to say. After we do our pack cases and we do get the approval from our manufacturer and that we get some good products back, we are actually planning on making boxes for the Made in Japan.
We're making cases for the Made in Japan boxes.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, yeah.
Lots of squared items and stuff.
Right. So that's the case.
Yeah, exactly.
And also with that said,
and this we want to be in position for when they go out of print.
Correct.
That's the big thing. Because they're going to become collectible. Whether they're unlimited or first edition, they're going to become collectible.
Look at anything. Look at Unlimited Magic. Look at base set Pokemon. Look at all that stuff. After a amount of time, there's only a finite amount of product, even if you call it unlimited. The print run is to demand. Same thing with Magic products, and I want to defer on that a little bit. We're really looking closely at supporting cases, true fit cases, for the old items. Like we're talking Legacy, we're talking Modern, draft booster boxes. Set boosters are a little different size. Obviously, the Midnight Hunt within Innistrad got a little bit smaller as well. So we can't capitalize on anything like that to offer a true fit case for those until there's a little bit more product in that space that's the same size. But we can definitely offer something for your standard size draft booster boxes. We want to cover that really bad. We want to cover MetaZoo, the base set boxes, pretty bad. And depending on how successful the pack cases are, and I think they're going to be a hit.
There's a ton of interest. Like
it's unreal how much
ton of interest,
responses and feedback we're getting off of this, and they just want us to succeed, and it's great to feel that way. Just know that the success of all this, the trajectory of taking us to that level, allows us to just bloom out into different cases, because that's all that this is going to do. It's just going to feed the beast that we're trying to create here. Feed the bear. Maybe we'll start coining that term, feeding the bear, and just allowing to give you guys some really, really good product for all of your needs, all of your investments going forward.
2022 is going to be a big year for us.
2021 might be a big year because, and I don't know if you want.
I'm just saying about case designs and stuff like that.
Oh, sure.
I think it's going to be a big win for our customers. We're very excited about the cases we have coming. The big one is going to be the pack case.
This is big.
There's a lot of popularity taking off right now in this space. We're excited about it. We're excited about just every bit and facet of the journey of the pack cases and even our booster box cases. It's really a humbling experience when you can bring something to the market that you have so many people contact you. I mean, we've had so many people contact us and say, we love your cases.
Yep.
Like, we're not going to ever buy something else. Like we have lifelong fans, and we want to just make sure that we keep servicing you guys.
Oh, even down to like handshaking people at the RTNs and stuff and said, hey, I know you from somewhere, and they see our faces on here, and like you're seeing now. And they're saying, hey, I know where I saw you. You're from Bearish. And I bought a case off of you.
Yep.
Listen, you buy a case off us, you buy 20 cases off of us. Listen, we're humbled deeply. Yeah. We're humbled deeply that you chose us.
If you ever see us at any events, definitely come up, say hi.
Yeah, please.
We love meeting new people and all that stuff, and even hearing about your ideas. Maybe you have something that you do on the side. We love talking shop and things, so it's a fun time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyway, this has been a great time. Seeing Saint and Ada respond to this stuff. We are so thankful for Fabled Hunters for taking up this, giving us the opportunity to send them cases.
Absolutely.
We reached out to them, and I said to Saint, it was one of those things I was like, I probably won't hear back from him, but he was Johnny on the spot. I mean, I heard back from him within 5 minutes. Saint, I love you, man. It's really cool to see how you support this community. It's just a humbling thing to be able to see you guys interact with our cases. And next time, we'll provide instructions and a better case.
You best believe.
For the pack cases.
Best believe you won't screw it up again. You won't screw it up again.
So on that note,
guys. Have a good evening. Again, check out Fabled Hunters. Make sure to subscribe to them.
Yep.
I can probably even put a link down below in the YouTube, so we'll do that for you as well. Yep. Guys, until next time, just keep looking for updates. Follow us on Facebook. That's where you're going to probably hear news right off the bat. And also just keep checking into the website, whether you want to make a purchase or just check our blogs out.
And if you need any help, support at bearishbooks.com. That's for real. This is the team.
This
is
us.
the team. So if you ever receive an email back, it is going to be hand typed by either these hands or those hands. So just
most likely these hands.
Yeah,
but.
probably most likely my hands. So. All right, guys. Anyway, thanks for your time. Thanks for hanging out with us, especially if you've hung in this long.
Yeah.
And on that note, love you. Have a good one, and we'll talk to you soon.